Hey, it's Sheldon with Tiger Tough here. Today I'm going to show you how to put the front seat covers on this Jeep Wrangler JKU. The first thing you're going to want to do before you start putting the covers on is slide the seat ahead. And the only reason we're doing that is because it gets it right in the doorway where it's easy to work on. I usually like to tip the back forward too. And then I'm going to pull the headrest off. We just pull it up until it stops. And then there is two buttons at the base of the headrest in each plastic trim piece. You press both of those in, and with them pressed in, you can just pull the headrest right straight out. Before we put the bottom cover on, I'm just going to raise the seat up all the way. Makes it easier to work on when you're underneath there. The first piece of the cover that we're going to put on is the bottom, and you're going to want to check the tag on the bottom to make sure it says driver or passenger for whichever seat you're working on. We're working on the driver's seat, so we're good to go. I'm just going to start pulling it over the seat just to get it in the right place here. I like to make sure that the seams in the cover kind of line up with the factory seams on the seat. And now we're just going to take these three flaps here and push them right between the seat back and seat bottom. We're just going to take the cover here and tuck it right behind this lever, like that. And then I'm going to take this string right here and run it underneath the seat and above that rail. Raising the seat up makes it a lot easier. It's a little harder to do on the passenger side because you can't raise the seat up. And so if you can get it underneath there, that's good. If you can't, you can run it down underneath here, but you get a better fit by running it above the rail. Now that we've got both of these strings ran underneath the seat, we're going to fasten them together. But before I do that, I like to pull them really tight because these are what's going to make sure that everything stays on the seat properly. So I've pulled them tight now, got the cover wrapped really tight around the factory seat. And now we're just going to run these strings into the string lock to fasten them together. So I'm just running this one in the end. We'll pull it out and clip it into place. And we'll do the same with the one on the other end. There we go, everything's tight. I like to snug everything up just a little bit, and then we're good to go. To finish putting the bottom cover on, we got to run these two flaps here underneath the seat and then fasten them to the flaps that we pushed between the back and the bottom. When you push them underneath the seat, there's two bars that you need to go over. There's the bar in the front that lets the seat slide back and forth, and then there's one more just behind it. So I'm going to push these through over top of both of them. To finish fastening everything together, I'm going to take these three flaps that we pushed through in the top. Just going to pull them really nice and tight. And then after we pull those all tight, we'll take the flaps from the bottom, pull them up, and stick them together. Just like that. And that's got the bottom finished up. Now we're going to put the seat back cover on. Just like the bottom, there will be a tag that says which seat cover you got. We got the driver's side tag. Another thing to make sure of is that the airbag patch is on the side closest to the door. So to put this cover on, we're going to turn it most of the way inside out. It helps it, because they fit tight, it helps it to slide down over the seat back a lot easier. So now we'll just slip it over the seat and start twisting it down. Just like with the seat bottom, you kind of want the seams in the cover to line up with the seams in the seat, and then you'll know you're going in the right direction. Take the cover and tuck it underneath these pieces of plastic. to make it look good. Now we gotta wrap the cover behind this lever. So to do that, we'll just start tucking it in the back, slip it behind the lever, and slap it together just like that. I'm gonna take this little flap right here. It's got Velcro on it. We'll push it down. If you come around to the back of the seat, this is a lot easier, but this is a little flap that we just pushed down between the seat and the console. What I'm gonna do is just fold it up, and it'll actually wrap around. There's a factory flap that runs down the side of the seat that just hangs here. So this actually wraps around it and holds the cover to it. Now we're going to take this piece and just push it between the back and the bottom like we did with the seat bottom cover. This is the flap that we just pushed through from the front. You're going to pull this tight, and the tighter you pull it, the better your cover is going to look from the front. So pull it nice and tight, wrap it around, and it sticks to the Velcro underneath the seat. I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one here. Pull it down nice like that, and wrap it up underneath there. There we go. Last thing you're going to do is put the headrest back on the seat and cover them. So to put the headrest back on, you just put it in the holes, slide it down until it clicks. The headrest covers are the same on the driver's and passenger side, so there's no special tags here. It's just this longer flap hangs down the front. You put it over the headrest like that, wrap this flap underneath, and just like everything else, pull it tight. This tucks up inside the headrest cover, and then the Velcro's on.